Hello and welcome to this examination of beers for fall. Beers that are appropriate for fall or autumn. Fall or autumn. Now, I have a beer that is popular in Louisiana and Texas every year. I don't know if it's sold. I don't even know where it's sold. I don't see it around too much in other states when I travel. Little Butch. Thanks for watching. So this is called St. Arnold Pumpkinator 2023 edition. They have a vintage every year. I don't think it really changes. It never tastes different. The ABV might change though each year. Let's see if it'll focus. Pumpkinator 2023. There's St. Arnold with the pumpkin. Man, if this thing will focus. There it did it. Okay, Imperial Pumpkin Stout, 34 bitterness units, so not very bitter. 11.2% alcohol, 11.2%. Now this bomber bottle, remember back when all the craft beers used to be in bombers? This is pretty much the only bomber we get anymore. The $7.99, so watching is no problem, so you don't have to thank me. Oh, you're welcome, though. I appreciate it. A solo review. Okay. I was washing clothes and doing stuff, watching it, listening to the news more than watching it, but I was watching it. I know, right? So no bombers. So I did a recorded video in this room, office, recreational room, whatever you want to call it. So I did a recorded video and I'll post it soon. All right. So $7.99. Put it in the freezer when I got home because it was room, on the shelf. Got it a little too cold. I couldn't believe in 2 hours that freezer had this thing chilled to the hilt. Now I'm in Louisiana with Louisiana Beer Reviews, and Claude is in Pumpkin Beer, Colorado. Oh, Pumpkin. Yeah, we don't get that. We haven't gotten that in Louisiana since 2014.
Take a guess what a 4-pack of this stuff cost.
$17.99.
$1 off, $18.99. Very good. You know your beer.
Ooh. So let's see. That's 19 divided by 2 is 9.5. And half of that is $4.75. Oh, well, that's kind of high for a bottle.
The things we do for beer.
Now there's Beverage Ramble in Georgia.
Beverage Ramble.
What's up, guys? How you doing? Not so great of a day, but I'm going to make it work tonight.
Sorry.
Frustration. But anyway.
What I was saying, okay, so what I was saying when I started my video before y'all joined,
Claude, what's up?
I had this bottle and it was room temperature. It just arrived at the store today. $7.99 for the 22 ounces. $7.99 for 22. So, still
That's
4 hours. If this is your beer for fall, you're going to be going bye-bye.
I got it.
Okay, I knew you were just clowning. All right, so what I did was I got home about 4 hours ago, and I put it in the freezer for 2 hours and 5 minutes. And it was doggone cold after 2 hours and 5 minutes. So I don't think too many states get St. Arnold beers, and I don't think too many states get Pumpkinator.
Maybe I have to go see Total Wine. Probably Total Wine and more by me. But as far as St. Arnold, very little St. Arnold Cubs up here in Georgia.
Yeah, no. So y'all probably remember 10 years ago in the craft beer world, everything was bomber bottles. But this is basically the last of the bombers. I mean, we don't get bomber bottles. So but it was $7.99. So I'll explain this beer a little bit, and then I'll go to the other people, and then I'll give an examination in a little bit. It was introduced in 2009. The company claims they use enough pumpkin in making this to make over 400 pumpkin pies. There's a bourbon barrel aged version of it, aged for a year in bourbon barrels, which I bought today, but it was very expensive. And they use spices, and they use molasses and brown sugar and different hops and malts, which I won't go into because somebody could look at the website if they're really that interested, you know. So, but it does come into Louisiana, and of course it's all over Texas. All right, so that's what I bought for fall beers. I could have brought a Marzen or a Fest beer, but that's what I brought. So Claude has one that we used to get in Louisiana until 2014 when all their beers were pulled out of our state, which I was very disgusted about.
Yeah. Look at that. And this is the $18.99 4-pack. I was surprised. Look at the alcohol on this thing. Where is it? 8.6. Little on the high side, huh?
Yeah.
But I've always liked. It's kind of funny. My wife. I never drank pumpkin beer before. My wife went to Trader Joe's and got a single pumpkin beer. And I said, I always wanted to try this, and it was really good. It's an acquired taste, obviously. Here is my official magnetic, right off the fridge beer opener here. And let me get a fresh glass. Be right with you. I just got back to Colorado. We were in North Carolina for a while. Weather is
well, you know how it goes. The jet setting life is hectic.
It's I have a sales training business. It keeps me busy. It keeps me in beer.
Right.
Oh, look at the color. Beautiful. That is what would you call it?
Pumpkin orange.
Yeah. Thank you. Not much of a head, but it's a short glass. Nice smell. I mean, if you like pumpkin pie, and you drink beer, this is a match made in heaven. The smell coming right off it right away is the cinnamon pumpkin smell and everything else. Did you want me to go into the review right now?
We're gonna get back into it. Yeah.
Okay.
Now
Sorry,
there's
I'm trying to
Jean-Pierre
find
with
the lighting, the best lighting right now, but I'll put it right over here.
this mysterious lighting video.
So, hey, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are around America, around the world. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. I'm drinking Gourd Vibrations from Gate City. This is their chocolate pumpkin porter from Gate City Brewing. The website, Jay, I'm going to tell you right now, it bloody sucks. So,
well, I don't feel bad. I'm used to that.
yeah. So, according to this, is flavored of chocolate, pumpkin spice, ingredients: cocoa, vanilla, allspice, cinnamon, and nutmeg. I did a review of this back in maybe September, I believe it was, and so 7.8%, or maybe it might have been during August, around that time. But Gourd Vibration, 7.8% ABV, as you can see right there.
Let me see here. There it is.
7.8, Gate City Brewing Company, Roswell, Georgia.
Right. They don't have any description of the beer. It just says Gourd Vibrations.
That's it. If you go down to seasonal stuff, and that's really it. So that's what I have tonight. So.
Yeah. Oh, well, I was thinking of Gourd Vibrations. I was thinking. Yeah.
Good Gourd Vibrations. Yeah.
Right.
Okay. No more singing.
Thank you, Jean. All right. Da, 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 da. All right. Anyway, now here is St. Arnold Pumpkinator. Get ready for excitement in your viewing pleasure. And then at the top of the hour, get ready for a lot more excitement with your Major League Baseball
I know. Thank goodness
American-
it came on tonight. I'm watching.
American League viewing pleasure. And now we've got the Great Pumpkin.
Praise Houston. Please make it a series. Dang.
I knew you were going to have a pumpkin beer. I knew it.
Well, I did not know that until today.
No, I knew you were going to do a pumpkin beer.
I was going to do a Martin into
What else do you drink in October? I mean, come on, get with it.
Martins, Fest beers,
Fest beers,
Oktoberfest,
IPAs, stouts.
Miller High Life.
pumpkin creams. All right. Anyway, what do you have tonight, David? Great Pumpkin in Louisiana.
I'm coming with a Louisiana Classic. Rev Parish. This is a coffee infused stout. I know. I just did it on Stout Sunday, but forgive me. I was a little ill prepared here, so I had to go in my reserve.
All beer. I guess that could pass. Yeah.
Well, because when it starts to get cool, people start pulling out the stouts.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Ready for Goose
You didn't
Island.
specifically say it had to be October beers. You said fall beers. The
Right.
most famous fall beer is not out yet. It's coming, hopefully.
Well, Abita's got their pecan beer out.
Yeah.
Not a big deal. Pecan flavored beer. It's a fest. Doesn't Lazy McDonald just put one out all the time?
Yeah, but Abita does it in the fall. Okay, let's see. We got Pumpkinator.
You seriously doing the big bottle of Pumpkinator?
Yeah, so we got Pumpkinator. We got
You get your
Pumpkin.
paws on, huh?
Yeah, Pumpkin. And what's the ABV on Pumpkin, Claude?
8.6.
Nice. And then we have.
I put the link in the private chat.
Oh yeah, I already have it brought up. What do we have, Jean?
Gourd Vibrations Chocolate Pumpkin Porter.
Chord vibrations.
I'm
And what's the
curious
ABV?
about that.
7.8%.
7.8. Then we got Rev, which means dream. Dream.
Yeah, but I don't know if this has. That's actually the coffee's name.
Yeah, but that's what Rev means. Okay, what's the alcohol? 6? No.
I don't know. Can't see it anywhere.
It's on there.
It's not listed.
I think it's at the bottom of the label.
See it?
6.8. I'm looking at the website. Okay.
Okay.
Turn off my pizza. I'll be back.
Okay. Don't burn that pizza.
Say the sandwich. Pizza.
Diamond Dave will be back.
Diamond Dave will be back. A Showtime near you soon.
I wish Dizzy Diamond Dave would come back in Texas. He used to do a lot of cool videos. Then he just disappeared. All right. Anyway, so I'm going to turn my lamp on. I'm not going to sit in the dark, but it's getting dark. So Pumpkinator, I'm going to pour it. Bomber bottle. I remember back 10 years ago, if you bought craft beer, there was Bomber bottles all over the store. Now this is about the only Bomber we get. We get this. Okay, so I'm pouring it.
11.2. Wow.
Well, that's a stout as well. So
Yeah, coming in at a low 11.2%. Dark brown, well, basically black with a beige head. 34 bitterness units. So it was introduced in 2009. It was called Divine Reserve number 9, I think. So now I'm going to do a screen share and show you the website. I took a tour there last year. I would like to go back to Houston. Okay, so there's their seasonal. Here's their seasonal beers. They've got Springbok, Summer Pills, Oktoberfest, which is in the stores right now. Christmas Ale coming soon. And Pumpkinator, big, black, full of spice. You're right.
Yeah,
It's very
I
malt.
like that Summer Pills. It's a good light beer.
It really is.
Yeah.
Now the Pumpkinator is available in these big bombers and on draft. No cans, no regular size bottles. The bombers and draft.
How much did you give me that?
Good question. Oh, it won a silver medal this year at the World Beer Cup. Just this year, probably this month. I paid $7.99. $7.99.
Wow.
Yeah,
No
I know. Pale, two-row, barley malt, caramel malt, and black malt, Cascade and Liberty hops. The adjuncts are pumpkin, and they say they use enough pumpkin to make over 400 pumpkin pies, molasses, brown sugar, and spices. So
Okay, so what's the measure of the tank that they're putting this 400 pumpkins into? Did they say that?
oh, just to make the total allotment of Pumpkinator, yeah.
Well, there's no baseline where you can start there. That's just saying, oh, we're gonna brag and throw out 400 pumpkins. We don't know the size mash bill they're doing. Yeah, I gotta love that about companies. They put that information out there like the shock value. And it doesn't equate to me. Like, what are you really shocking it against?
Right. It says with the amount of pumpkin used to make Pumpkinator, we could have baked 437 pumpkin pies. So
That's such an odd number too. 437.
right. You're right. I gotta admit, you're right. All right. So now the flavor of this. Now, if I'm kind of out of it in about 30 minutes, don't blame me. Blame St. Arnold. I'm gonna go hang out with their tour guide and do some drinking.
Don't blame me. Don't blame Dawn Busters. Don't blame my long discussions about the Israelites. Don't blame this. Don't blame
right. Right. Okay.
my midday drinking.
Okay. So the aroma, it smells like a rich, spiced, gourdy pumpkin stout. Okay, because it's rich, it's spicy. You can smell the brown sugar. You can smell the molasses. You can smell you can't really smell pumpkin because, if you go by, pumpkin doesn't have much aroma and flavor. It's sort of neutral. That's why they add all the spices.
It's like squash.
Uh-huh.
Squash doesn't really have a flavor.
Nah, just got a texture and a feel.
I think the reason why pumpkin's got like a forefront right now because it's got a really good texture if you make like baked goods.
Yeah, I mean, pumpkin does have a flavor, but it's so mellow that it's easy to overlook it.
Well,
okay,
to me, pumpkin's like pork. If you cook a piece of pork, it's one of those meats, especially if you grill it and smoke it. It's one of those meats that bring all the characteristics of everything that you add to it, the spice, the smoke, and all, which makes it a really good. It's like a traveler. It takes all those flavors and it helps it along the lines. And that's pretty much what I'm thinking about pumpkin. Unfortunately, I think pumpkin's kind of like cornholed into like this one little thing. Are we just gonna like make the spice for pumpkin, and that's how you should appreciate pumpkin?
right. They don't.
Right. Beer making.
Right. They don't allow
box and do pumpkin a service rather than a disservice of allspice and nutmeg, cinnamon, all.
Well, right. Hold on. I agree. Like they don't ever try any other spices. They just do the same thing.
Well, I don't really like it.
I like it, but yeah, I agree. They could experiment. And I think, to be fair, I think companies like New Belgium have experimented because remember they did the pumpkin ale, but they added the habanero peppers to make it hot. And so that's a different take.
Wild world of beers did this happen?
Wait a minute. Now, well and good that you've had the atomic pumpkin. You've had the atomic pumpkin from New Belgium.
When?
Come on, we did like a duo review of atomic pumpkin. You know what I'm talking about. You can buy it anywhere. It's got the chili peppers in it.
Anthony Scasillas is in none of the beers I ever drank. Neither is Flea. So let's get that
Okay,
straight.
don't tell me you've been preparing for this video by prepping, if you know what I mean. All right, now
Hey.
I like the spices. I like the fall feel
Tell
to
me
it.
about my prepping.
Okay, cool it. I like the medium body. It's not heavy, but it's close to it. I just like everything about it. Now, would I want to drink it every day? Oh, certainly not. Would I want to drink it more than 2 or 3 times a year? I don't believe I would. It's so rich and strong in the flavor that it would be a turnoff. But for a fall treat, yeah, you're laying down $7.99 for the bottle. You know, oh well. I bought the bourbon barrel aged one also today, aged for a year in bourbon barrels. That one's going to be much more expensive, and it's coming in at 12.8. 12.8. So you got to watch that one. But yeah, it's a good treat beer, but you wouldn't want to make a habit of drinking it because it would just turn you away. But anyway, I'm going to give it a good score, but take that into consideration. It's not an everyday drinker. It's a specialty beer. And you know that what they say, the law of diminishing returns. If you kept drinking it, then your enjoyment level would drop precipitously. Although with like a Miller High Life, you could keep drinking it and your enjoyment level might increase or at least stay even. Okay, now Claude in Colorado is going to tell us about this famous beer we used to get in Louisiana, but we don't anymore for 9 years.
One of my favorites, a little on the pricey side, $18.99 for a 4-pack, 8.6. Yeah. Anything for Diamond Dave, you know that. Here, take a sip.
Cheers.
Yeah, cheers.
David remembers when we used to get Southern Tier in Louisiana.
Yeah.
There are 2 times IPA. That's all we get here, and maybe a few little things, but that's about it.
Really
I don't
get
know.
that.
I can't figure it out.
I got a much better glass, poured it in. Ooh, a beautiful head now. Lovely orangey color here. I mean, what you said about pumpkin beer earlier, so true. What is a pump? You know, how many people have ever made a pumpkin sandwich? Okay, there's no flavor to it. It's a squash.
Right.
The smell off this is it's a subtle cinnamon, nutmeg. What is it? Allspice, I think they use. And the smell is like you're smelling Thanksgiving. Okay, it's that Thanksgiving smell, and it's just lovely coming off. I mean, these are one beers you really enjoy sniffing a little before you drink it. So, to your health, gentlemen.
Cheers.
To your health. Claude, do you remember? I don't know if you remember. Do you remember when Pumpkin used to be in the big bomber bottles also?
No. I love bomber bottles, and they're impossible to. I can't find. You know, I was just in North Carolina. One of my favorite beers, good old Miller High Life, good old what is it, Icebox beer?
Ice House.
Ice House. Thank you, John. I can get them in 40-ounce bottles, $1.99, $2.39. I can get them all over North Carolina. Colorado, California, oh man, it's a mystery beer. You know, and I love those big bottles, big cans, you know, but they're hard to find.
It'll set you straight for the night, for sure.
Where you can usually find them? In the slimy convenience store on the bad side of town, you know, for some reason.
King Cobra, I could get it at a local service station where a lot of activity happens, and but not that
What does
far.
activity mean?
Hey,
Well, you know, activity things going on.
A hot
He
summer day.
means private business transactions.
There you go.
You know what? A hot summer day in July, and you got a big old 40-ounce King Cobra out of the freezer. Ain't nothing better, man. You know, if you're in that mood. And
I would beg to differ with you that Mickey's would surpass that.
Yeah, I'd go with Mickey's also.
Me too. I love Mickey's. I love the stubby bottles, and thank goodness I could get the stubby bottles here and the 25 ounce.
Those are called grenades, by the way.
Grenades. Sorry, excuse me.
I
you
call
can
them
get-
beer, I call them beer barrels. I call them beer barrels. All right, Claude, go ahead.
Grenade. Grenade.
Anyway, if you want to taste a little bit of Thanksgiving, Halloween, it's all in this glass. It's really some of these pumpkin beers. I tried a lot of them. They're just ersatz. They're just artificial. They're just cheap beer with
Yes,
a
Jason.
lot of ingredients masking over them. They're not true beers. This is definitely brewed with pumpkin. It's subtle. It's not overpowering. It's enjoyable. It's just a really enjoyable
I have
beer.
one of those fake pumpkin beers I can pull out and show it to you.
Do it.
Oh,
My favorite. So I saw this. I knew we needed a fall beer. My favorite beer, a pumpkin beer, which I could not find this year. Maybe it's too early yet. It's from a brewery. You guys might have heard of it, Upslope in Boulder.
oh yes, Upslope. Somebody sent me one of those one time.
Upslope makes an amazing variety of beers, and they have a special farmer. They make these pumpkin ale. There you go.
That's
There you
from
go.
our friends at State of Brewing.
Store brand.
Yep.
Okay. So what is it
All right.
like a regular beer with a lot of pumpkin spice thrown
No,
in?
I mean it tastes good. It tastes good. He's just dramatic. I like that beer.
It's like so like pumpkin spiced. It's like the most pumpkin spiced pumpkin beer ever.
Remember,
You don't taste anything but like the most to the nth degree pumpkin spice of this thing.
They did
Remember-
go a little. They did go a little. They did get a little over enthusiastic about the pumpkin
Little.
spice.
Yeah.
You're only trying to rescue this beer's reputation because you got it from Aldi.
Right now, Claude, you were talking about Upslope, and we interrupted you. But
It's all right. Upslope, they have their own pumpkins from a farmer. They use small pumpkins, and they on their webpage they go to a lot of great detail about how they brew it from real pumpkins.
Are they free ranged? Are they free range pumpkins?
Yeah, I think they're gluten free.
yeah, and organic.
No, inorganic. Are they inorganic?
Look at this great, and look at this. I'm a guy who believes you can tell a book by its cover sometimes.
Man, that looks like the Burger King.
I mean, look at this.
Pumpkin head on him.
Hey, Claude,
the Gremlin.
Claude, I have a question. Do you think the Pumpkin is related to Captain Morgan?
You know, I've never had. I got to be honest. I've never had.
You think the pumpkin is related to Burger King?
It might be. You've never had Captain Morgan?
I have never had. I like Bacardi White, but I have never had spiced rum. I just never.
Save your liver. Save your liver. You're okay.
Stick to bourbon. Stick to bourbon and tequila. That's it.
Yeah.
Well, your liver will be better drinking those.
All right. Well, I've had spiced rum, but anyway, going on. Beverage Ramble's going to tell us about this product.
Yes, we know super sweet taste buds. What you drink.
And remember, there was another beer that was very popular last year, guys. The Howling Gourds. Remember from Trader Joe's?
I got a sweet tea.
Joseph Brow or whatever.
Yeah, right. Howling Gourds. Yeah, that was pretty good.
Yeah. Well, it was a lot of pumpkin.
Well, Jean, I had a certain virus. I couldn't smell anything.
So was it made proper with gourd, or was it made proper with pumpkin, calling it gourd?
I think a little bit of both. I think it was more pumpkin than gourd in it.
A pumpkin is a gourd. A pumpkin is a gourd. A pumpkin is a gourd.
But the beer, it had a lot of.
Not every gourd is a pumpkin.
Yeah, it had a lot of spice in it. You know,
I know.
so I was, a little too, wasn't too, but I gave it a beer score. I was not negative on it. So
now, Jean, when you pour this beer, I'm going to show the website. But as you said, the fans are going to be disappointed when they see the website. Okay.
Yes. So everyone, hello, Gourd Vibrations. As you can see here from Gate City, their chocolate pumpkin porter coming at 7.8% ABV. Yeah, it's, and then there's a video on the bottom that gets interrupted showing the company.
How did this whole we're gonna do fall beers turn into y'all all pulling pumpkins?
Well, it's just what everybody grabbed. It was not a.
Yeah.
a
I was
rule.
originally going to grab the Oktoberfest at Trader Joe's, but I said, let me get this one. Plus, the ABV is a little bit higher. So, especially the day I've had today. I mean, I'm glad I'm drinking this. A little high alcohol is what I need to keep me calm and relax.
Right, and you try to stay calm and relaxed quite a bit.
I'm sorry you had a bad day. I had a really great day. Should I tell you?
Traffic, everything was just
Oh,
One day at a
okay.
time. Tomorrow's
Yeah, but
Thursday.
Yeah. Tomorrow will be better.
from some of the other sites that I've seen, like Beer Advocate, well, more so
Yes.
some other places. Flavor of chocolate, pumpkin spice, ingredients of cocoa, vanilla, allspice, and cinnamon. Let's see what the beer looks like. You see, nice little head rotation still on this one. The whiff. I'm
That's a
getting
dark
more
beer,
of the
boy.
vanilla and the cinnamon and the allspice. Yeah,
It's really
more
dark.
here on. So I'm getting more of the whiff of the cocoa, but also more of the vanilla and the cinnamon than the allspice.
So that is another pumpkin stout.
No, porter, you could say, I guess. More a specialty
Pumpkin porter. Pumpkin porter.
By the way, that's the only way I enjoy pumpkin beers, if they come in a stout version or dark beers.
Another porter that's very popular is from Stevens Brewing, Jay, the Whole Hog, the pumpkin.
Oh yeah, whole hog. Yeah, whole hog. Yeah.
Stevens up in Wisconsin. Yeah, that's a good one.
Does it taste like pork rinds? So why I call it the whole hog?
No, it tastes like a good flavored pumpkin beer, and that's a high ABV. That's I think at 7%, I believe, 7 or 8%.
Yeah, when I went to see my daughter in Birmingham, we drank the whole hog.
Yeah, Whole Hog was very was available in Alabama.
Does
Down
it
in
taste like
Mobile.
bacon or ham?
No,
I
don't.
don't call it whole hog.
Jean, pay no mind. Pay no mind. He's been experiencing beers today.
Not as much as you have, my friend.
let's have at it. Cheers.
Cheers.
Yeah. The richness of texture is very good. There's a little mild sweetness to it, which basically most porters are. There's the between porters and stouts. They're the same. Porters tend to be sweeter. Stouts tend to be drier, at times. If you're doing the imperial stouts, obviously there's a bit of touch of sweetness to it, but
Yeah, from the milk.
but
Would
this
you buy
one,
it? Would you buy it again?
yeah, I've had it before, and I thought it was really good. And there's another beer also that's very popular, the O'Fallon Pumpkin Ale. I don't know if that's
yeah, from Missouri.
right, and I bought that in Mobile as well. So that's another good one. I remember I was drinking that for Thanksgiving. It was a football game on that night. I was drinking that, and this little teenager asked me, Sean, what are you drinking? I said, is that it's a pumpkin beer. They kind of gave me a look. You're drinking pumpkin beer, of course they didn't know any better, but
Yeah,
anyway.
Sean had one question. He said, "Are you old enough to vote?"
Yes, I am. So, but you get
But Jean, that O'Fallon was like 10% alcohol,
the one I had was not. It was, I think, a little lower ABV.
huh? Okay, I think I had the bourbon barrel aged O'Fallon 10%. Yeah, that was the
Probably.
imperial.
Those
Yeah.
ones- But this one is again, you get more of the you get the what did I say? You get the flavor of the chocolate, get the flavor of the cinnamon. The allspice is kind of hiding underneath there of this porter, but it's not bad. Pretty good. If this is available past Thanksgiving, I'll definitely buy this again. 7.8%. Hey, let's put you in a nice little place at nighttime in the evening. So I'll have my score coming up on, and you see the lacing right here. I have my score coming up on this
Okay.
Porter Later.
Cheers. Unbelievable.
By the way, Dave, that's an excellent beer. Rev, I've had it. Excellent.
There's some beer left. So Rev is a local stout. They are people down in Broussard, Louisiana. This is lower of Lafayette. This flows through. Reason why it's Rev is they're showcasing the coffee beans by the Rev Coffee Company. So this is a stout. The taste is chocolate, coffee, cream, and a little sweetness to it. So
That's one of your Sunday beers, Ron.
It was, hey, when I had it and I
Yes,
reviewed it, it
I
was
had-
excellent. Excellent. I loved it.
I did it on Stout Sunday like 2 days ago, 2 weeks ago. So it's really good.
It looks, man, I'll tell you what,
I
it
said,
looks
I was
like a
kinda
great
late
beer.
to the game. It's almost like 1050. It's just not 10.5.
Yes. And by the way, I can get 1050 here. It's in Georgia. I can get it, and I might bring it for when we do Stout Sunday coming up in November. First Sunday in November.
Is it the old 1050 or was it that scamdemic 1050? It was like light as a nut brown ale.
I don't know. Hey,
Oh yeah, that thing was thin like a porter.
when I got in
Well,
North
that
Carolina
was horrible.
last year,
Horrible.
and I did a rehash of it. To me, it tastes like the 1050 that I had the first time back in 2016 or 17, whatever it was. Not the first time, but when I did a review of it.
So yeah, this is really good. I would highly recommend it. It's tasty if you like a coffee stout. Give you a little extra punch. I don't know if there's caffeine in it or not. Probably not. Heard that there's some kind of a law against them doing that. So they probably made this decaf. So it's delicious. Here, Ron is showing the Rev Coffee Company. Where it's a
Hold on.
high-
I got it from the show.
So are they a coffee company that makes beer or a beer
No.
company that makes coffee?
beer company that sources in these coffee beans to have the beer company make a coffee stout. But these are the coffee beans they use. This is the coffee company they use. As you can see, it's got the lovely state of Louisiana stamped on the front of it. And I'm not quite sure which one it is to use. Doesn't really say.
Probably
But I
they're
have
using their standard coffee.
Decaf. Yeah, they're probably using the decaf. So it doesn't really have that rich coffee flavor like decaf. It kind of leaves you like kind of where it's kind of like a metallic flavor going on with it. So it's probably decaf.
Yeah, they had that problem with the caffeinated beers back when Four Loko was doing the 14% with the caffeine, and the people in college were drinking it and dying.
And there was a company here. Yeah.
Wait, you're breaking up. You're breaking up like
That's what happens when you have bad pumpkin beer in the refrigerator.
breaking up like Lee Majors and $6 Million Man. Steve Austin. Well, he'll be back. He'll be back. He just might have to reset it. Man, some of these laptops, they will drive you nuts. All right. Now, I would not drink this and go for a ride, a daily drive or any kind of drive. But oh yeah, Community is good. It's good, but there are other good Louisiana coffees too. But I like Community. I'll drink it many times each week. All right. Anyway, so it's from Baton Rouge, Louisiana. It's family owned. Yeah. So this Pumpkinator, I drink it about once a year, about 22. Okay, Claude, I drink 22 ounces a year. So I drink 22 ounces a year, and I pay about $7.99, and it's enjoyable. It's not perfect. If it was perfect, I'd give it 100, but it's close to it. I'm going to go 97. There's David. Your internet kind of crashed, but you know that happens.
Yeah, I wouldn't have known that one bit.
That happens. But so the it's not perfect, but it's close to it. And I'm saying 97 out of 100, a 9.7 out of 10. So let me go to the banners.
That's
And,
one of the best pumpkin stouts made.
Pumpkinator.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and then the bourbon barrel age takes it to another level. The aged in bourbon
And
barrels
it's
for
not even beer. I mean, you start throwing like, put this in it, put that in it, put this in it, put that. Then it's not beer.
well, it's a
And
beer.
take a small file and start drinking PBR.
All right. Okay, David. Okay, pumpkin. I was trying to make sure I spelled it right. I'm gonna go 97 out of 100. If you want to play, you got to pay. You know. As far as show and tell, I don't have a lot to say. I'm going to do Dornbusters tomorrow. I got blended Scotch, Trader Joe's versus everybody else.
Oh, get rid of that stuff.
It's actually doing pretty well in the taste challenges. So,
Get yourself a bottle of Famous Grouse already.
well, that's coming, Claude. I plan to buy that actually.
It is
As
the
far
best,
as far as
best
strange,
Scotch.
Yeah, as long whenever you decide to stop wasting your money on store brands, there's lots of brands out there that cost the same amount as a store brand, which are good.
yeah, I do plan to buy Famous Grouse, and I know it's been around for 100 years. It's very well known. But as far as strange products to buy, when you have questionable judgment, I'm going to bring in this one right now. This is a very odd product. It's called the sugarcane. Hold on, let me shut this lamp off. This is sugarcane vodka.
I haven't a clue what that means.
I wouldn't even give that to a hobo.
What is that? I'm curious as hell. I mean, what is
Okay,
that?
so this was introduced. This was introduced about 4 years ago, 2019.
4 years ago. You know it's good 4 years ago.
Right, it was introduced way back in
when everyone was losing their mind.
way back in 2019 before the scamdemic. But this is called Vodovska.
Pre-scanned them.
Okay, listen, Vodovska. It's a sugarcane.
You can't make me listen.
It's a sugarcane vodka. It's made with sugarcane and it's from Mexico. And I bought this at International Market. It's a pretty interesting product. It was this huge jug
It
bottle.
just sounds like it's a rum. Sugarcane. It just sounds like it's a rum.
Well, I read an article yesterday explaining the difference between sugarcane vodka and rum. They're not the same. They're similar, but they're not the same. But this is from Mexico.
I noticed it's a plastic bottle too. Enjoy.
Nothing says quality like a plastic bottle. But
Did you also get it for $8.99 or was it $7.99?
well, since you asked, I bought this. I bought this at International Market for $7.99.
I knew it. I knew it. Nothing says a plastic bottle of cheap stuff like $7.99.
Right. Come to find out, I could have bought it in Mandeville at Total Wine for 50 cents cheaper, $7.49. So,
so you were gonna cross that bridge for 30 miles?
No.
30 miles for 50 cents.
So this is a good product to buy if you have no standards.
The Total Wine right down the street, which was like 4 blocks over.
Yeah. So I bought it. I did it. Maybe in about 3 or 4 years, I'll try it.
Give you a little advice. Get one of these.
Yeah.
Get one of these so when you're out on the road, let me check the prices against.
Well, I wasn't going to drive 25 miles, but 3 or 4 years from now, I'll probably get it. So that's it. That's all I got to say. Now, Claude is going to tell us about this very interesting.
Ooh, I would never get that.
Steve, I'm still overwhelmed by what was that? What was that? Vodka?
Yeah,
rum?
sugarcane vodka.
No, thank you for me.
That does sound like a headache all day long.
Oh,
Right.
whoa. Anyway, good old pumpkin, a little pricey, delicious, not overpowering, a truly great, I mean, a great pumpkin beer. I'll give it a healthy 92.5. Would I buy it again? Definitely. It's not my favorite. My favorite is Upslope. But this is a great second place pumpkin beer. It's very drinkable, very smooth, 8.6% alcohol by volume. So you don't want to go to perform in the drag races after 2 or 3 of these, but it's okay. It's drinkable.
So Claude, I posted it as a 93.
Okay.
I rounded off, you know.
I watch Dave Portnoy all the time. He's the guy who goes to the
Pizza
different
restaurant guy,
pizzeria. Yeah, and and he says, well, if you just give a 90 or 100, he said, well, that's an amateur score. So I try to be really exact. To me, the big deciding factor is, would I buy it again? If I saw it in a store, the price was right, the mood was right, would I buy it again? And that's the way I judge that. What's the name of that liquor you were holding up again, Ron?
Oh, Vodovska.
Yeah. Would you buy? The question is, would you buy that again, or would you just pour it in your gas tank?
He doesn't think
Well, I mean,
Or you're gonna put it in your soda like you do your anti-war channel.
if he get it for 50 cents cheaper, he'll buy it again.
Will you do a review?
well,
on your
I
anti-war
mean, I
channel?
was using a certain amount of reasoning. I thought it's $7.99 for a handle.
Did you even need it?
I don't need it, but I could put it in my I could put it in my mix-up videos. So I thought,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
this might pair very well with.
I'll show
Just
you
like-
something I didn't need. It cost 10 times the amount of that. I didn't need it, but I bought it anyway.
Does anyone ever go to a bar and say, "Hey,
Oh.
give me a shot of vodka or whatever"?
Give me a shot of Vodovska.
No. No.
That was always a bourbon or whiskey. Yeah, never vodka.
Oh man, it's no loss. I mean, I didn't pay much for it. I paid as much for the pumpkin.
I didn't. Hey, Claude, I
Oh
didn't
boy,
need
here we
this.
go. Here we go for that.
I didn't need this when I bought it.
Ooh, that looks good.
How much was that? How much was that, Dave?
Ooh,
How much does it retail for?
that looks
It
expensive.
retails for $100. I didn't need it, but I bought it anyway.
Wow.
Yeah, do you really think Lagavulin 16 is going to be better than Vodovska?
Not at all. But the point is, I didn't need it.
All right, Claude,
I got 6 other bottles of
Claude,
Scotch.
before he rips my guts out on air before everybody anymore. Claude, do you have any promos or show and tells?
I just Claude. I do a lot of videos on sales and marketing and things like that on YouTube. Occasionally, I do a beer with Claude on Saturday. But thanks for doing this as always. These are always fun get-togethers.
You're welcome. I did have a question. I saw they had these looks like aquamarine color candles behind your right shoulder.
Oh, wait.
Oh,
Hi, Miss Claudia.
that is a menorah.
Hi, Miss Claudia. You're here in the background.
Jean Pierre is saying hello, Claudia. He can see you back there. She was eating her salad.
Oh, okay, sorry.
That is a
Interrupt dinner.
menorah. That is a menorah back
Hey
there.
guys,
Hey, Miss Claudia, how are you?
you got those in. I can't
Hello.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I got this thing that's aqua in color. But again,
Okay, hold on, David. Now, Claude, those candles. Am I correct on the color? Is that like aquamarine? Mute. You hit mute. You
Hit mute.
muted yourself.
you're on mute.
Candles are jade green back
Oh,
there.
Oh,
nice.
okay.
And the photo behind you, you can't see it. That is a Karen Vance original That's a moose coming out of the mist back there.
Sweet.
We're in moose country here in Colorado.
Okay, I just when you
Nice.
joined, I noticed the candles, and I thought I would ask about it. You know.
Oh yeah,
And all those cards on the table are for my birthday.
yeah. She was 30. She was 36 again.
Wow, that's nice. 36. I remember that.
That's-
No,
what's-
no.
What was the best age if you had the choice to go back to any age of your life?
25 for me. 25.
21, but
25.
25.
25 bummed me out in a great big way.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, it bummed me out.
36 is good. You get your shit together at 36,
The
right?
trouble is, he keeps telling people he's 36, but our daughter just is going to be just
But-
turned 37.
But
so it's
people
not-
believe me, or they're too polite to argue with me.
Yeah, they're just too polite to argue with you.
I'd say 42 was my best year
Okay.
because I got in shape again and I was like really fit at 42.
You're a stud muffin right now. Come on.
All right, I'm
That's just something under the marshmallow color.
thank you, Claudia. Thank you, Claudia. All right, thank you, Claude. So Pumpkin. Now we're gonna go to David and the Great Pumpkin.
Whoa.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
It's again, Mr.
Here's
T.
gold.
No,
It's
Now,
gold.
Jean. Now, Jean.
Carry
Give me
on.
credit. Now, Jean. Hold on. Here's my defense. StreamYard mixes up.
So I can get this done too. We'll be on here all night with you back and forth.
Okay, hold on. StreamYard. Every time I go to a different person, it mixes everything up.
All right, I'm fixing to get out.
hold
again,
on, Dave. Hold on.
And then I was drinking 11.2%.
Shut up, Jay. It's Sean's turn.
All right, Jean. I'm sorry, Jean. I
Shut
apologize.
up.
89 out of 100 for the Gourd Vibrations public. It is a good porter, very enjoyable. It's not whole hog, which is about the same ABV, but that's also a porter, you could say, but it's more pumpkin ale.
More pumpkin. Yeah.
More pumpkin, but very enjoyable, great flavor. Again, you get the vanilla, you get the chocolate, you get very little allspice, in there. Not Old Spice, folks, allspice, you know what I mean. But very good and perfect to have with a pie or a Thanksgiving meal. And I might bring a can up to Jersey. So when I'm going for Thanksgiving. But anyway, so 89 out of 100 for this one. That is a B+. Very good. As far as promos, I'm sure you saw my review of the Taylor Country Cellars White that I did. See.
Well, I'm gonna watch that.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
so
watch it.
it was the big jug. You'll be surprised by the price I paid for it, and I still got more of it in the refrigerator. So probably use that to make a dish this weekend. Cooking into the chicken.
Get rid of that Bush Light that you had 2 weeks ago.
I'm drinking that right now to watch the baseball game.
That's your go-to beer, right?
Now,
Bush Light,
Jean-Pierre,
PBR, all of them. So
Jean-Pierre, the Taylor White, the Taylor Country Cellars
Where's
White.
that
was
mute
in-
button? I need to mute Louisiana beer reviews. It doesn't
Okay,
let
hold
anyone
on. Now, Jean,
do their review.
okay, just hold on. That
Mute Louisiana beer review.
white wine was in the movie
Mute.
Annie Hall.
yes,
Annie Hall.
Woody Allen and Diane Keaton. Yes, great film by the
I want
way.
to hit some pregame.
Paul Simon was in the movie too, right?
I believe that you're right.
Yeah. So yeah. So anyway, that's my score. I got that, and I got a bunch of other beers, but Dave is waiting, so I'll see you on Sunday.
My
for
beer
some
left
Sunday.
15 minutes ago.
Sunday.
And next Wednesday, what we doing next Wednesday?
Beers for autumn.
What are we doing?
That's it. I'm done.
We're gonna do pumpkins again. Pumpkins.
No. What are we doing for Fandango Friday? Pumpkin liquors?
Yes,
No,
Fandango
no,
Friday. I'll be
no,
Fandango. I'll be
no,
joining
any,
Fandango Friday.
any liquor or liqueur.
Yes. I was
Let's just go ahead and rename this show Store Brand Pumpkin Beers. And we can start with this
Beers
catastrophe.
for autumn.
What is this? Garbage. Total garbage. So as y'all can see, look how long I had to wait. And somebody kept on interrupting. We need to find the mute button for Louisiana Beer Reviews while he's doing his right. This is coming in the lovely black and gold. I remember when that was fashionable and good. 6.8. You can't beat this with a stick. Lovely, lovely coffee, almost like an iced coffee taste to it, or Vietnamese coffee if you ever had that. It's delicious. I would highly recommend it. I'll give this a 96.
Nice. It is a really nice beer though.
Yep. And I'm gonna right because I'm courteous. Nice.
Now, promos,
No promos.
show and tell.
Have nothing new to show.
All right. Well, look, when you come to my house, next time you come out here, we're going to do a tasting of Vodovska.
Does it pair well with Boudin?
Thinking that's only pairing well with heartburn.
Or poured over some vanilla ice cream or something. I don't know. So
Pairs well with bail bondsman.
Yes.
whoop, 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 whoop.
Your favorite shyster attorney?
Well, I bought it. What the heck, But anyway,
It's all for review purposes only, right? Review purposes
right,
only.
right.
You're talking about teal or something colored candles. So I picked up this garbage. I don't know much about it.
What's that? Brew? What is it?
What is that? A candle or a beer can? What is that?
Classic, the classic laddie?
Yep.
Scottish Irish whiskey. Scottish whiskey.
Where do you guys? Is this stuff only in Louisiana?
I don't know. I found it. I paid like $56 for this.
What the heck?
Yeah. Well, I'll open up. See what's up.
No Clan McGregor, David?
I know.
What? That garbage?
Hey, wait a minute. I like Clan McGregor.
I do too.
You like anything because of
And it was a good deal. And it's in plastic.
No, my Clan McGregor's glass.
Okay. Right. I had the big bottle.
All right, yeah, I would try that scotch. We'll make a trade. I'll try that expensive scotch, and you can try my
you can't match this house Browns. It
cane
can't happen.
sugar. You can try my cane sugar vodka.
With a little side of plastic.
Well,
Deal.
the plastic adds a lot of character to it. All right.
Does it?
Well, thanks for watching, folks, and I appreciate Claude in Colorado, John Beverage Ramble in Georgia, and David Break Pumpkin in Jefferson Parish.
Anti-pumpkin. Get it?
Right, I do. I definitely get it because you told me that so many times. But next Wednesday is beers for autumn.
Yeah.
And we did beers for fall. Okay.
Yeah.
Beers for autumn. And then
November-
that'll close out the month. And then in the first Wednesday of November will be Joker's
I have a
Wild.
question before we get offline. Gentlemen, what is the difference between fall and autumn?
They're both cold. They're both chilly.
Negative. It's both the same saying. It's for the same thing.
Right. I think autumn is more like a British.
One week and then the next week, the same thing. Why? Why are we doing the same thing 2 weeks in a row?
I think fall is more of an American expression, and I think autumn is more of a British Commonwealth expression.
Negative.
All right. Any last comments?
November turkey beer.
Oh, I was
Cranberry beer.
thinking of. Oh, y'all will be very happy. I was thinking of ideas. I was thinking of ideas for November, and I have good news. I have written the schedule out for November.
Oh my goodness.
Cranberry beer.
What?
No, I'll tell you.
Wait. Is there like some kind of vote on this, or is this a dictatorship?
It's a benign dictatorship.
Oh, this is like socialism.
Well, I'm like Francisco Franco. Now look,
Are you sure you want that handle? Franco was not exactly kind and gentler.
no, I'm like Franco because I won't.
Make your
I won't-
boys.
I will not necessarily send you to the interrogators. But anyway, but all kidding aside, though, in November we have Joker's Wild and we have Brown Ales. November 8th, Brown Ales.
I just did one.
And then in November 15th, we have rye whiskey. Any rye whiskey. So I'm giving y'all a month ahead of time. Any rye whiskey. Jack Daniel's rye, Jim Beam rye,
Bullet rye.
We all know what rye whiskeys are. Move on.
anything. I don't care. And then
Overly
November 20. All right, November 22nd is Sierra Nevada Pale Ale. The original modern classic. And then November 29th, we got Sierra Nevada Torpedo, the great extra IPA from the last 15 years. So
Are they a sponsor yet?
no, but if they want to be,
We already know Trader Joe's is right now signing the papers, right? Finalizing the contract, right?
well in your fantasy, you know. But anyway, yeah. So all right, we all enjoy the Rangers and Astros game, and or Astros at Rangers game, I should say.
Adios.
Bye. Y'all take care now.
Goodbye,
I know
America.
you're working.
Goodbye, world. It's been real.
Huevos Rancheros.
It's not buy world. I'm not buying going away that much.
Well, you know.